EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Switching it up, Corral will throw here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go.
Here's Corral on first down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Third down, Corral. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They start on the ground with Elliott. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. The Patriots at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Ready.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Go, Rig. Go. Ready, ready.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one, and it's third down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Johnson on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. And it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He clocks it up. Loose football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go
From the
now.
44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Completion here to Claypool. And he will have a Patriots first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Zeke going to get it on the option. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, set.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Set. Here we go. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Great time.
Throwing Jones. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Folks' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you. It's better to give up 3 than 6.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Dodson. He's got him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he will bring this across midfield to the... They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Now Jones. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
12.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Cunningham to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. They find some open field here. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. One last shot before the break. Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down
our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A play fake. Now Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. Now Cunningham. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's Corral. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 57 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
18, Rattler, 18, ready.
Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running with Elliott. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And quickly they get to the line. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Cunningham looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out. He's inside the 30.
Here we go, get set.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Cunningham. Quick slant. He's got Elliott. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Cunningham. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Corral. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. That's taken in by Duvernay. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Come on.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Cunningham flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hurry, hurry!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Right side, Claypool's got it. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw.
That one caught by the tight end Bates.
23 yards the pickup there.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been...
Touchdown, Washington. John Bates.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Patriots 20, Commanders 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Come on.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Warrior 70.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Johnson to return it. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 48 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And does Washington have it? They do. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Ready.
gains yardage here.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped.